Good morning, YouTube. It is currently, I have no idea. I think it's probably 11:05 or something like that the last time I checked. But we're gonna start today's video. Is this even recording? Yeah. We'll start today's video on a run. I think we're at probably, I want to say 8 miles, but I'll post a picture of like the route that I'm taking right now. So I'm currently just running around my city. So started running at 9, currently 11. So I'll catch y'all in the gym. It's an arm day, so catch y'all there. What's going on, YouTube? Today's you can fix the exposure as it gets bad. But what is today? For me? For you, I mean.
For me?
Yeah.
Forward focus like that.
Well, I'm doing arms. So I said that this morning. Yeah, it's an arm day for me. What do I want to say? Dang. It's kind of weird that you're in here, Brian. Don't lie. Usually used to doing this by myself, but let's see. Dang, I really have nothing to say. So in that case, I'll catch y'all in the gym. All right, so here we're gonna start off our arm day with a little bit of I'm not sure if you would call these super strict, but just a regular dumbbell bicep curl. So for me personally, like I've said in yesterday's video, I value form over weight. So yeah, if I feel like the weight is a little too heavy, then I'm obviously gonna drop it. I'm not here to ego lift, if that makes sense. I want to make the most gain from the time that I'm in the gym. So here, the main objective for me is really trying to get the weight all the way up to pass parallel, and then really trying to, and I guess I'm doing a pretty bad job here, and this is what I'm saying. I go down in weight here in a second because the form kind of started depleting, but I go past parallel and control on the eccentric. So what that means is when I'm doing the curl, I go past my elbow, if that makes sense. So when I'm going up, you see here, go past the elbow and drop it down. Try to really control it on the way down, not just on the way up. So and I'm not really tossing the weight here. Maybe the last few reps I do, but yeah, the objective for, at least for me, on my dumbbell curls, yeah, here we drop it 5 pounds. We're doing 40s right here. For me personally, the objective has always been form. So yeah, slow, really controlled. I guess on the concentric, which is up, and then also controlled on the eccentric. So yeah, that's the philosophy behind my dumbbell bicep curls. And I also want to apologize for the background noise here. So I'm in a public gym, obviously, so people can say whatever they want. But and I put my camera relatively close to a group of people. So again, everyone's entitled to whatever they want to say. I just want to apologize in advance because I guess it can be a little loud and a little distracting in the video. But again, I'm in a public space, so doing the best I can, I guess.
They haven't said anything to the Tim's only group chat in a while.
Yeah. I don't check Tim's.
I don't either. I mean, I check it, but I only when there's something there. Normally, I just like the message to make it feel like people chase me.
Yeah, I think I'm only sent like 2 messages. One was like a cosplay with just with me with it. One was yeah. And one thing I would also like to add, I just recently started using my straps doing dumbbell curls because I literally think it's a cheat code. Like I don't really have to focus so much on the grip, and my arms don't get as tired, which is I can really just fully focus on the bicep working, and not my, I don't have to tire my forearms out or my hands out, so I can really squeeze a little bit more reps out than I normally would be able to. And so here we're moving on to the machine bicep curl. So this one's also a fan favorite for me. So yeah, so it's really taking away all the balance that you have to work, because when you're doing dumbbell curls or easy bar curls, whatever it is, actually I guess yeah, just dumbbell curls, you have to really focus on balance. So here you don't really got to focus on that. You just got to focus on the contraction of the muscle. So, and that's really key to this movement right here. So for me, slow on the eccentric, slow on the way down, and then explode on the way up. So, or a little bit quicker on the way up. So still controlled, but that's the thinking behind this movement is slow on the way down and then explode on the way up. So. I do want to add as well that I'm not sure what it is, but I look taller than I feel, I guess, because I'm only 5'11", or 5'10" and 3/4, whatever. I usually just tell people I'm 5'11", but I guess I feel relatively short, to be honest with you. But kind of like going through these videos, it almost like appears like I'm a larger person than I feel. So I just thought I should throw that out there. Moving on, we got another one of my personal favorites is the single hand bicep cable curl. So this one I recently started throwing into my program. I'm not gonna turn back. I'm not gonna what am I trying to say here? Yeah, so I just said it was a warm-up set in case you couldn't hear it. But yeah, this is just a warm-up so you guys can see what I'm trying to do. I don't want to like tear a bicep. So yeah, this is one of my favorites. It's I can control on the way up and on the way down. So again, same philosophy with the bicep machine is slow on the eccentric and then really try to explode on the way up. So yeah, here we're saying we're increasing the weight, obviously, because that was just a warm-up. So yeah, and I personally, out of all my bicep movements, this is the one I feel the most. So when I really isolate the one arm, really isolate the bicep, really get that control is really key to what I'm trying to achieve here. So really squeezing, like literally squeezing the life out of my bicep when I get to the very top, like really just flexing at the top right there, and then slow and controlled on the way down. So that's not something that I learned at the beginning of my list, but it's almost something that you kind of just pick up after I didn't do this in the beginning of my lifting career, but it's something you pick up over time, just kind of seeing what works, what doesn't. So for me, tossing around the weight, just kind of throwing it around, not really controlling, not really making the muscle work, for me, that's not really lifting. That's kind of just a waste of time, if that makes sense. So I value the quality of my workout over the quantity or the volume of whatever kind of movement I'm doing. So to me, I try to, and this is when people ask me what do I do for my what is my routine? What am I doing? So for me, I tell people don't worry about the weight. So pretend the weight doesn't exist, because your muscle doesn't distinguish the weight. Like, it doesn't differentiate between like a 50-pound whatever or 20-pound whatever. It reacts to stimulation. So really intensity. So I can be doing 100 reps of 10-pound curls, and I'll probably, and doing it with perfect flawless form, and I'll probably get a better pump, better workout than doing like a 30-pound dumbbell for only like 10 half reps, if that makes sense. So it's not about the weight, or I guess it could be both. So it's really finding the medium, the in between, the sweet spot is what I like to call it. So being able to find the perfect amount of, like, the heaviest amount that you could do with doing it with perfect form. So again, I don't do every single rep with perfect form, so I'm still trying to learn. I'm still relatively a new lifter. I've only been lifting for almost 2 years now. So but yeah, it's doing all my movements controlled and doing it with the best form possible. That's what I think has allowed me to, I guess, push further in my lifting, in my gym career, I guess, if that makes sense. So yeah, son. What the fuck you talking about, boy? Okay, so moving on. So that was all my bicep movements for the day. So now we're going to be doing a little bit of tricep. So we're going to do, this is called a skull crusher for those of you who don't know. So the best way that I can explain this movement is really, you're just trying to, you can see here, you're just trying to stretch your tricep out. Just stretch the tricep, get it close to your, I guess I would say close to your eyes, but and just kind of try not to move your elbow so much, and only try to pretend like it's on a hinge, if that makes sense. So keeping your shoulders, your tricep, your bicep all in the same kind of general area, and just moving your forearms and your wrist, if that makes sense. So to really be able to stretch the tricep, so to break it down, if that makes sense. So that's what, yeah, that's my skull crusher philosophy. I also had no idea that my brother picked up the camera, but appreciate the angle. Moving on to what is this? Tricep push down. So we recently got the new handle that I'm using right now. So it's about time they got something new. I was tempted to just buy something online and just putting it in my backpack and bringing it every day, but for my tricep movements. But yeah, it's like a single piece of material, and I will say this, that it's not very good quality. It almost feels like aluminum, like it's gonna snap on me. But So yeah, so now the thinking behind this movement is again trying to keep my elbows in place, if that makes sense, and just pushing with the tricep. So almost, and I've used this terminology before, but almost like forgetting that I have hands and forearms and pretending like it's just the tricep doing the work. So working on that mind to muscle connection. So really just feeling the movement, really feeling the tricep. So trying to keep my, and I don't do a very good job here because obviously I think I went a little too heavy, but keeping my elbows in place and just letting my wrists and forearms do all the work, if that makes sense. So stretching and then controlled on the way up and then push. And that's it. It's a simple movement, but very effective one at that. All right, you two, welcome to we call this shit the behind the scenes pose. So we didn't hit legs today, but he did. But I went on a run today, so you guys are gonna be able to compare really who's gonna be the next champion. So this is what I do. I do all the poses. Huh? All right. All right, salute side chest. No. I'm dominating, brother. I don't know about you, but. I mean, I'm hitting that flawlessly, brother. All right. No,
don't make me take the shirt off, bro. I don't know, that'd be too weird with the shorts like this.
yeah, but it's just
We're
back
in a public
here.
gym.
But what's next? Side tricep. Dude, the tricep is popping today. You're kind of taking the good lighting, I ain't gonna lie, but.
Not really much else for legs for me. You even see their calves, but.
Maybe we can move it down a little bit. Yeah, you can see your calves. Don't worry. You chilling. All right. I guess we could do. What is it? Front double lie?
We're gonna do each other?
No.
Wouldn't mind.
All right. That's basically it. So, but yeah, the quad definitely
It's
coming in. So we'll leave it at that. Catch y'all in the office. Peace. So YouTube, we have successfully made it to the office today, and aka the bedroom. And I have everything ready today, which is it's not usual for me where I have everything prepared and all kind of ready for the video, but that's gonna save me a lot of time in the long run, so I don't have to chop things up like a madman at the very end. So and it makes it easier to watch for everybody else. So I want to start off by saying the song of the day is, and this is going to be the angle that I'm going to start hitting it every single day, because I can just pop whatever I need, boom, right there, and just give myself ample room to kind of, for you guys to see what, I guess, my face, and my computer is right here, of course. So it's just perfect. This setup's perfect. Don't need more than this. Let's see. Want to start off with the quote of the, or no, song of the day. We'll start off with song of the day. It's gonna put it, boom, right there. It's called K period by Cigarettes After Sex. This is a really good band. I really like their music. It's definitely more on the sad kind of sad side of music, so it kind of fits with the climate, I guess. If that makes sense, like fits with the season. So it's cold. Uh, we're not emotionally, we're not where we want to be, if that makes sense. So we're more on the sad side of the spectrum, if that makes sense, of your emotions. So if you guys want to be able to kind of feel that sadness, definitely this band right here and this song really is definitely the way to go. If that's kind of, if you like to feel music, if that makes sense. So definitely I would check them out. The song's really good. So let's move on to the quote of the day. And I really like this quote. So when I came across it, I was like, this is the one I have to talk about, because I feel like it's almost like prevalent in my current life right now. So I'll go ahead and pop the quote right there, and it's said by Max Lucado, however you say his last name. A woman's heart should be so hidden in God that a man has to seek him just to find her. So for those of you guys who don't know, I'm a Christian. So, and I've not always been a Christian. This is a decision that I made with my life, May of this year. So this quote really almost hits home, because I'm currently going through like a breakup. So and it sucks. I will say that it's not the best feeling out there. Obviously, no one likes heartbreak. So I feel like it's really rough. I feel like it's one of the hardest things that I've had to do. So, and I've been through injury, and I've been through just a couple like different things in my life, but I feel like heartbreak is definitely kind of on the top of my list of kind of most painful experiences. So yeah, we broke up. I'm kind of drifting off from the quote here for a second, but yeah, we broke up in February, and it only really just recently hit me now, like the person who I lost, if that makes sense. Like, and I guess it's only after you lose someone that you really kind of begin to appreciate who they were and kind of the things that they did for you, because so yeah, so I feel like going for my future, I think I'm definitely looking for a God-driven woman, because I'm a God-fearing man, if that makes sense. So recently I've been talking a lot to God and asking him what I'm doing, if I should wait, just kind of asking him all these kind of questions, like why am I going through this in my life? Like, for what reason? Why do I have to go through this kind of pain? But I think it's coming as the days go by. It gets a little bit easier, but not all days. Like, it's kind of like a roller coaster of emotions. So some days I'll feel fine, I'll feel great. Like today, it was I think it was definitely a decent day emotionally for me, and it was a good lift. It was a good gym day as well. But I think yeah, like some days my morality, my moral or my emotions, my feelings will kind of be like in the slumps, if that makes sense. Like it'll be really low, and some days I'll feel really good, some days I feel really bad. So it's kind of like my emotions fluctuate. Let's just say that. But yeah. So I've been kind of thinking about whether I should if I should just keep trying to pursue this person, or if I should give up. But I think in my heart that I think love always wins, like no matter what it is, like in any kind of relationship, like a friendship, a family member, like a relationship, love always prevails, if that makes sense. So I think that this goes to you all out there as well. I just kind of like to remind myself about this sometimes too, that I think love always wins. So if it was real, then it'll come back, and hopefully this is proof of that. Like that first of all, God has a plan for everybody, and I think He made me make all these decisions in my life and all these things, and this is kind of what I've been thinking recently, that this is kind of where my mental space is right now at the moment. But I think God has given me a lot of adversity, a lot of challenge, to make me patient, and I think He's made me patient, to be patient for this one girl that I lost, that I basically pushed away, if that makes sense. Like, I pushed her out of my life. So yeah, I think all these things that I've been through in life is being tested right now to see if I'm patient enough. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. So hopefully one day, and if it doesn't happen, then there's a reason for everything. So yeah, so a woman's heart should be so hidden in God that a man has to seek Him just to find her. So definitely been conversating with our Lord to see if I'm doing the right thing. So, and yeah, so that's kind of where I want to leave it today. So yeah, I think surrounding myself with the right people kind of makes it a little bit easier to get by. Like some days I think I'm like, dang, like, am I ever gonna, like, it usually hits in the nighttime, like when night rolls around and it's time to go to bed. That's kind of when, like, everything really hits and sinks in. It's like, dang, like, I really messed up. I really did, like, and I mean, unfortunately, that's just how life is. Like, you can't go back in time and like change things. So I think it's important to acknowledge the past, but keep moving forward. So that's kind of what we're trying to do, is just keep moving forward. If it was real, it'll come back. So, and I'm pretty confident in that I loved her. So if you guys were wondering what I'm kind of going through on a day-to-day basis. So everything else is going pretty decent in my life. So can't complain too much in any other aspect. But yeah, so if you guys enjoyed today's video, hit the like button, subscribe if you guys like the stuff that I'm posting. So it's gonna be, this video right here is probably gonna be like the best example of like how the rest of my videos are gonna play out. So it's gonna be intro, gym, like the gym content, and then come home and song of the day, quote of the day. So and if you guys were wondering what show I'm watching, I'm gonna pop it right there. I've been on if you guys have seen it, Jujutsu Kaisen. It's super solid. So if you guys haven't seen it, I'd recommend it. It's really good. I don't always have time to watch it. So like in my free time, and even I don't even do it on all my free time, but I think I'm on like episode 4 or something. So it's a really good show. So I would, if you guys haven't seen it and you guys are into like anime kind of style shows, I'd give it a watch. I'd recommend it. So yeah. So thank you guys for watching, and stay blessed.